So the summer this far has been actually really eventful, despite us not really doing anything. The season ended with back-to-back defeats, which wasn't great, and the last one was a less than impressive performance against Everton. Luckily for us, Martinez decided that Hoyland was looking at him in a strange way and delivered the people's elbow to him right there in the middle of Old Trafford, which means that we were able to sneak into the last Champions League place, which was pretty amazing. Then Eddie Howe, in the interview immediately after, decided that he wanted to hand a massive stick to the fans by talking about how he wanted to have fast transfers, and how if we didn't have fast transfers, then all the best players would be gone. And I'm looking at this thinking, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine, no problem. Nothing's gonna go wrong here, I'm sure. Eddie Howe knows what he's doing. So then, just before the transfer window opens, the club announced that Paul Mitchell, the director of football, is going to be leaving. And everyone gets a bit confused because they were thinking, well, who's going to do all the transfers then? And then the club kind of announced, well, he'll still be maybe in charge, but not really. And he's definitely leaving, but not quite yet. And maybe he's handed them over. And it was just a whole very confusing situation where everyone was kind of didn't know what was happening. It was almost like he was trapped in the revolving door at St. James Park and was sort of in but out and couldn't get out but couldn't get back in. It was very strange and weird. The transfer window opens and Newcastle start to do Newcastle things, and everyone starts reaching for that big stick that Eddie Howe handed to them in the last interview. And then the names start to come out. The people who we're linked with, the people who are going to be going after. The name Gehi comes out, and then everyone immediately has a PTSD flashback from last summer when our director of football was getting trolled by Simon Jordan's younger brother down at Crystal Palace. No matter how much money we offered, they just kept refusing, and somehow we still kept going back, offering more and more. So now we're getting linked with Premier League players left and right, and I start to wonder if these are just all smoke screens, if Eddie Howe is just throwing out smoke bombs like a madman, covering up for the real targets that we're going to go for. So then, along come Chelsea. Like a chocolate-stained tub of lard. Already a handful of players, and yet still wanting more. At what point does this become anti-competitive behavior? Is it actually a legitimate tactic to just buy everyone so your opponents can't have any players? Look, the thing we can all agree on is that Eddie Howe will definitely sign some players this summer. We've gone too long without signing anyone, really. So we are definitely going to have some new players come the beginning of the season. It's just a case of being patient and know that Eddie Howe will do what is right. Anyway, that's all I've got. Goodbye.